Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. It's KongBoy. And in this video, I'll be explaining how even the most rare blue chip NFTs have become accessible to the average investor. Have you ever wanted to own a high value NFT that you either couldn't afford or didn't want to spend the money to buy, but you still believed in its long-term potential and wanted exposure to it? Or have you ever been concerned about liquidity when it comes to trying to sell a high value NFT? Well, this might be a solution for you. The first thing someone should know about NFTs is that they're inherently illiquid, and unlike fungible assets where you can sell at any time, NFTs being all unique makes it harder to sell since you have to wait for someone to buy. This is especially true in a bear market when demand is much lower for these oftentimes highly speculative collectibles. Also, rare NFTs within a collection are especially hard to sell. And a solution to all these problems could be fractionalized NFTs. Fractionalization is obviously not a new idea, and it could be argued that it's been around for over 100 years, since buying shares of a company is essentially the same thing, and equity is really just fractionalization of ownership of a company. Only recently has this idea of fractionalization been applied to NFTs, since they've typically been thought of as non-divisible and unique digital collectibles, and there have been a few successful applications that have used smart contracts, which is the technology behind Ethereum, to fairly, safely, and easily let people buy, sell, and trade fractional shares of NFT collectibles. These smart contracts are what lock the NFTs in place and then break them down into these fungible crypto tokens. So someone could theoretically buy all of these fungible tokens at the reserve price, which is voted on by the token holders, and then that person could then claim the NFT from the contract as long as they hold all of the fungible tokens. That was a bit of a simplified explanation, but it's generally how it works. Now let's get into some specific examples. Partybid is a platform that allows people to crowdfund a bid on an NFT, and then depending on how much they contributed, they get a proportional share of ownership in that NFT. Once the auction is over or a bid is accepted, they use the application fractional.art, which is an application that allows you to fractionalize really any NFT. The original image of the viral internet meme, Doge, I think sold for around 4,269 ETH, and then was later fractionalized on fractional.art in order for people to own part of the Doge. Any NFT from any collection can be fractionalized using this app, and even NFT portfolios, basically any set of NFTs from a variety of collections, can be fractionalized and represented in a token. Even NFT projects are doing fractionalization on their own. One of them being CyberKongs, which have their 1,000 Genesis Kongs, which yield 10 banana per day, able to be fractionalized using the what's called wrapped Genesis Kongs contract. So basically anyone with a Genesis Kong can submit it into the contract and then get 100 of these WGK tokens in return. And it's the same as holding a Genesis Kong. Those 100 tokens will yield 10 banana per day, but you can even just own one of these tokens to earn 0.01 tokens per day. The floor price on this collection is over $20,000, and with such a high barrier to entry, someone would have to previously buy an entire Genesis Kong to be able to get the banana yield utility. But now, even anyone at any denomination can buy even a fraction of just one of these tokens. This is also really cool because you can do some dollar cost averaging into a token that yields you some other token, and then you can compound that into eventually reaching 100 tokens, which you can then claim for an entire Genesis Kong NFT. Another major NFT collection that's done stuff with fractionalization is Azuki with their character Bobu. So they allow for people to own fractions of this character in order to have governance rights over what's done with this IP for the brand in promoting it in a variety of different ways, and maybe using it in their game, a story, and various other things. In the future, I could see things like real estate, exotic assets like vintage cars, supercars, and even pieces of real-life artwork being represented as fractionalized NFTs so that people can freely and easily trade shares of ownership of these digital collectibles. There's also platforms like Rally, which do fractionalization on their app without even using NFT or blockchain, by issuing shares of some rare or in-demand collectibles that can be openly traded on their platform, with minimum shares ranging from a few dollars to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Overall, fractionalized NFTs are going to help the average person have more access to things that would otherwise be more exclusive, and help people that have these rare and less liquid assets spread their ownership and get some liquidity for it. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. If you got any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I'll catch you later.